Hi there. Today we will see how to update the leave request through the SMARTSHEET, how to request the leave from each staff and get the approval from line manager and subsequently from the HR approvals, how the emails are automated here. Let's see. Is SMARTSheet I already prepared for the leave request processes. You can see through this leave request form, you can request your leaves. Each and every staff can request from this form. Let's say here there will be the employee number on 003 leave applying date. The 2nd March I'm applying for a, let's say, half day leave. The leave date I am applying for 4th March. If it is a half day leave, then within that date, the start date and the end date will be the same, and we have to put the leave start time and end time as well. Also for the short leave as well, we have to do the same. So if it is a casual or annual or medical leave, that we don't need to at the time start and end time. Now we will check out the half day leave. So if it is the 4th March, then the start time, let's say after lunchtime, we are going to take leave from 1 to 5. The same date is the end date, 4th, end time is 5 p.m. So it's 7 days. Okay, reason for leave, let's say it's a personal line. We have to tag each and everyone's line manager for this. Each staff will tag their line managers. Finally, if it is a medical kind of leave, you can upload any documents, any files you can upload. Now you can see employee number, leave applying date, leave type, request start date and time, end date and time. It will vary according to the type of leave. Then reason for the leave, and you need to tag the line manager, and you can upload any files. Other than that, you need to type everything and you can submit. See, it is submitted successfully. Now we will go to here. You can refresh the sheet. See, it is updated. The automatically the leaf reference will be updated. It is 6. This is the update here. You can see the name and the email address will be automated using VLOOKUP function. It is coming from a different sheet. In a different sheet, all the employees name list and other details are here using lookup. It came to here in this sheet by lookup functions. Other details also you can look up from here, department and other things. After leave the date, everything updated. The automatically the leave duration will be updated using the formula, because this is half day leave, so 1 4 that is a half day, so 0.5 days, that is in the days. So the line manager is here. Once the line manager's name is updated, the email will be automated to that particular line manager. From this column, you can double click this context list. You can add all the line managers email address into this place. So all the line managers has to be updated here. Then only from the request form, each staff will able to tag their line managers. Now this leave request is submitted to the line manager. So from the staff margin that is submitted to them, the email is now received to me. Email inbox. See, I will show the automation how it was prepared. The email subject leave request. You can see that the LR006 is the leave reference that was created automatically here. From margin and staff name and insurance number, that also automatically will be the subject. See, you can see the insurance number and requester name. Also the leave request reference in the title, in the subject of the email. Also the email body, hi, is Sobanan, that's the line manager name will be automated here. Could you please approve my leave request? Thank you, and the requester name. Then the all requested details will be in the email body. Leave reference, this was automated, and employee number, name, leave applying date, leave type, and the leave requested date, reason, and the duration. Everything will be automatically updated in the email body. So the line manager can check out this through this button, open request. The email will be in the request form, so he can check the request form. All the requested detail will be in the request form. So if it is fine, he can approve or he can decline. I will approve now. If I want, I can put some comment. I will approve. Now I approved this leave request. Let's go back to the leave request smart sheet. Okay, it's asking for refresh. Let's refresh. Okay, now you can see the last L06 that is approved by the line manager from email. Once it is approved, automatically it will submit it for the HR approval. You can see it is submitted for the HR approval. Then it will go to the HR. Let's see the email automated to HR here. Here you can see request the same reference from this staff and insurance number. That is for HR approval. Email body as HR team. Leave is approved by line manager. Please refer for your record and approval. Then all the leave details are here from top to bottom, including the line manager name, and it is approved by line manager. So HR now it is approved by the staff's line manager. That's why the automated email came to HR. So HR will open the request form, all the details in the request form, which is in the email body. So HR will check out, so which is approved by line managers. HR will check the remaining leave balance if needed. Then they will approve or deny. If they deny, that will be denied. To the smart sheet, it is approved. So this leave firstly requested by the staff. The staff doesn't need to get access to the smart sheet. The request form is assigned to each staff. They can request from request sheet. The line manager will get the email. He will approve or deny. Once it is approved only, email will be automatically sent to the HR for approval. HR can approve or deny. Then other all details will be updated automatically. Functions are used here for the to check the remaining balances. This is totally for this staff, let's say 1002 employee number, total leave taken for the year 2026, and casual leaves, annual leave, medical leave, half day, and short leave for the year 2026, and available casual leave, total casual leave for the particular year, total annual leave, total medical leave for the particular year here. So based on that, the remaining casual annual medical leave we can calculate for the particular staff. You can see here 1002, here also 1002. This date is same here and here. In each and every row for the same staff, all details will be same. When the leave request received, automated, we can set the remaining leave balances as well. So line manager get to know these remaining balances there. So the staff is accountable to take this leave. So according to that, he can check and approve that. Just we can modify it in the automation process. This is how the leave request automated. The line managers and HR can approve through their email. For the line managers, we can share this sheet. They don't need to update anything, but we can share one of the stuff. Then we can share view only as viewer, because they are not going to update anything. Every staff can be a viewer, because the leave request through the request form by staff. The line manager and HR, they are going to approve through the email. Only one or two main staffs, they say, let's say HR manager and leadership staff only can they access as admin or can edit and share like that. Let's say how these emails automated. Through the automation, let's see the automation process first. Line manager approval and HR approval. Two automations are here simply by editing this. When rows are added or changed, the line manager column, when it comes to any value, it means the line manager email address are tagged through the request form by staffs. When triggered, the email will be automated when each request came. So the request approval contains in the cell the email addresses which is in the line manager column. To that line managers, the email will be automated. I said how the email body has to be leave request reference. subject, and the email body we can set. Within double curly brackets we can put the column names that will be dynamically updated to each emails. Then we can set all fields or specific fields need to be in the email body we can set here. After that we can put conditions. If approved what we need, if decline what we need. You can see in the email. Once the line manager approved and when the HR manager approved, the email will be automated to the requester and the line manager. When the request is approved by the line manager, the email will be automated to the requester mentioning the line manager is approved your leave request, like that. Then once the HR manager approved the email, see this email will be automated to the line manager and also to the requester. This is approved by HR. This is the staff who requested leave. Your leave request approved by HR following your line manager approval for the below. HR and the requested staff will get to know his or her leave is approved. See, this is approved by HR manager. The email will be automated. So now what we see here we are. That's why these conditions: if approved and if declined. If approved, the email will be automated. If the line manager approved, then if the line manager declined, the email will be automated the leave request. Okay, let's see the HR approval automation as well. That also line manager approval. If that is approved by line manager, when triggered, or email will be automated to the HR. That is the specific people. Here I will put the HR manager and HR team email address, or it can be HR group email. Each staff can see, or HR manager can see and approve. And that will be updated in the HR approval column. This column will be created automatically. Then we have to arrange it in the sheet. The email body also prepared. Specific columns need to be here. I added them. Then if it is approved by HR team, the email automation if approved and if declined. Here I set employee email and line manager email, both email. To both email, the email will be automated like HR manager approved or HR manager declined. Okay, then here only two filter I served here. Line manager approval required, HR approval required. Then HR team can notify if any pending approvals there are, then HR team can filter this and see. Let's say once I put this pending things, they can notify HR approval anything required. Yeah, one HR approval required here, which is submitted to HR. HR need to approve this. So because this is submitted, no HR, when they filter, they can see. We can off the filter, can create new filters here. Here line manager approval, line manager is submitted, then we can filter that and we can check for the HR approval. Also HR approval column, if that is submitted, they can check. And how the HR team is going to analyze at the end of the month for the payment process is through the file menu. Okay, here export to Microsoft Excel. It is downloaded. The Excel file will downloaded same as format in the SMARTSHEET with the colors and everything. What HR can do, subsequently select all the columns, and from the data menu they can filter this. They can check first if any pending approvals. They can remind the line managers. They can cross check with the respective line managers, and then finally they can analyze the record. They can filter the leave start date. So let's say they are going to analyze for the March month only. Then they can filter the March month and they can get the data accordingly, and they can work for the payment processes. See the remaining so they can see how many balance leave for each and every staff members. They can check, and accordingly they can work for the payment processes. You can see these formulas. Where I click this, and you can see this is lookup function used. This range is lookup from the another sheet, employee detail sheet. Also the email also lookup. Then as you can see by double clicking this is auto number, so we can prefix and how many 0 digit can set. I set these leave types. You can see this is a drop down list. I added this restricted to drop down values only, and this is a date restricted to dates only. and this is time. Times I put in the drop down. You can see other function. This duration is got through the formula. You can see if there is a casual leave or medical leave or annual leave, then end date minus start date, then we will add one, then number of days will be calculated. Then if there is a half day leaves, then 0.5, other 0.25, it means the sole leaves. These are the actual columns. This month and year column prepared, it will help us to prepare some dashboards. Then we can prepare the dashboards for each and details, and then we can share them for the management requirements. So how this one prepared, the month function is little longer because the text function is not working in the Smartsheet, which will work in the Excel. So what I use month function, if month function, that will be a number value, that if that is 1 January, if there is 2 February, like that. So year function we can check, that's a year function, the leave start date. These leaves are prepared based on the year 2026. This formula, the total leave duration column is there, that is a sum range, the employee number, that is a criterion, and the employer row is the criteria, then year is the another criteria. Then if that is HR approved only, we will calculate the total leave taken. So HR approved also one of the criteria, because sometimes HR can decline, no? Therefore the HR approval approved is one of the criteria to calculate the total leave taken. So same as this is the total leave, this is the another 5 different type of leaves. See, this is the casual leave. Using sum if function from the duration column is here. You can see this is the leave duration column based on that is the sum range. Employee number is the criterion, leave type is the criterion, leave type is the casual leave here, then year is the criterion, then if the HR approved, 4 different criterion. Based on that, the casual leave calculated, annual leave is also same as, medical leave also same as that. All 5 leaves using sum if function. The total leaves calculated for each staff's each request. Okay, then total leave for the particular year 2026, casual leave, annual leave, and medical leave. Just let's say 5 leaves only for the year, equal 5. That's a formula. So after creating formula, right click and I convert this cell to formula. It will apply to the whole column. That's right. Otherwise, we need to put 5, 5, 5 for each rows. So the remaining casual, annual, and medical leaves we can calculate based on the total leaves for the year and leaves taken. Editing this, I got this casual leave, total casual leave, that is 5 minus casual leave taken and all half day and all short leave I deducted. According to the requirement, we can change the formulas. Annual leaves also same as that, totals annual leave, that is 10 minus annual leaves from this column. This leave duration column will be the sum range. We can't take the sum range as these columns, because each row is dynamically need to get all different leave types available and remaining leave for each staff according to the requested staffs. That's why the sum range taken as the leave duration column, but not these columns. Okay, accordingly, you can see the leave request and approval process can be automated through the Smartsheet. This is very simple. Then HR team can download the Excel file. They can analyze the data for the payment processes. Thank you.